Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. You're still watching The Breakfast Show on Nile TV International. As we said earlier that we have a very interesting topic. We're going to talk about the Cinemobile Film Festival 2013. We're going to talk mainly about the main behind this festival, the activities that are taking place, and we're pleased to be joined with Amir Ramsis, the Egyptian director. A very good morning to you.
Good morning.
A very good morning to you indeed. Right, let me start by asking you, this is the second year that the Cinemobile Film Festival has been held. Last year there was also a film festival held. Could you tell us a bit more about what this film festival entails? I believe the films to be taking part in the festival have to be shot on your cell phone, is that correct?
Exactly.
Right.
Well, with the appearance of smartphones, I think there has been a certain interest in making movies with or through your smartphone or your mobile all over the world. There have been festivals for it ever since 2006 in France, Hong Kong, other places. And even now filmmaking companies are producing equipment to shoot on your mobile. I mean, they are creating additional lenses, tripods, dollies to move your cell phone to use it as a camera. So a couple of years ago, we thought with Arabiya CPD, Madame Esad Yunus, that it would be interesting to create a festival for films shot with a smartphone, especially after the revolution, especially after January 25th revolution, where many footage has been done with mobiles and people have edited movies out of it. And we thought this would be a good idea to encourage young directors who don't have necessarily the means to make their first movie, to make it with the easiest thing you have in your hands, the smartphone, and then you can create your movie. And we, along with our sponsors and partners in the festival, we decided to make it more of an educational festival. It means that we don't just give you an award where you're happy. You know, the award is not just a gift. It's something for your development, something for your future step. So we give financial fundings to produce 4 films through the festival for 4 winners, workshops for actors who get the first award, workshops for screenplay writers, etc., etc. So this is basically the concept.
So Amir, I want to know what was different in this year's edition of Cinemobile Festival than the other year, than the past year.
Well,
what's different?
We're still starting. We have just launched the festival last week. But so far, well, comparing the number of movies we're receiving, I think we're going to have more films submitted this year because we already opened 7 days ago, and up until today we had 7 movies presented to the selection jury. Last year, the beginning was kind of quiet until the end. We got 300 films, so I believe we might even receive more this year. For us, mainly we have made some changes in the awards for the festival. We created a new award that wasn't there last year, the best DOP director of photography. Well, last year we were kind of stuck to the classic awards, and mostly we thought a film shot on your mobile, the director would be shooting it. But just last year we also received films that were shot really professionally, even with a smartphone, that we decided that the DOP, the cameraman, should get an award. So we added an extra award.
But all of them are Egyptian films?
Yeah. Or actually we accept films from Egyptians or people who are living in Egypt. But we had the intention of making it an Arab festival or a North African festival this year, but due to the events it was really difficult because up until June 30th we didn't know if we would be able to make the festival or not, but we decided we can't afford not to. I mean, people were waiting, people were asking, we had to come out with a festival. Turning it into an Arab festival maybe next year because
maybe it's an international festival.
Yeah, many of our partners are still politically in places where it's not. I mean, Tunisia or you know, it's not easy to go North African this festival. Maybe next year, I hope.
Of course, it needs a lot of effort.
Amir, I want to ask you about the material that the Cinemobile Film Festival deals with. So, of course, last year you received, as you said, over 300 films. Did they all focus, for example, on the revolution, or were there other like social issues? Were some of them documentary style, or were some with actors and like proper acting? Like, what are some of the different range of subject matter that was dealt with?
Well, last year, of course, we had lots and lots of films talking about the revolution. not a majority though. I mean, like if I would say like 25 to 30% maybe. We had, because we have actually two categories in the festival. We have documentaries and feature films.
Oh, okay.
So I guess last year we received, I don't know, around 20 to 30 documentaries that 5 of them made it to the official selection, and the rest were feature films with actors and fictions.
Okay, so what about the activities inside this festival? I want to know, are there workshops or you're just showcasing the films?
Well, the festival, as you may know, entering the website, it's a virtual festival. It means that screenings for the festivals happen online. The happening of the festival is online. Meanwhile, along the screenings, we have a voting award, which means that any person can watch a film and vote for it, and then the public is giving one of the awards of the festival, and that's an important award actually, because it's a production fund also. And every year we have many workshops held along with the festival. Most of them are put online. We have filmmaking tutorials made with like professional filmmakers. Last year we had Khaled Abu Naga, Muhammad Hifzi, editor Mona Rabia giving workshops and giving tutorials online that anyone could use. And this year we're going for it again. We're having tutorials that will start probably next week to be online, in screenplay writing, directing, camera work, etc.
Right, actually, Amir, we have now on screen, we are airing some of the footage of some of the films. I'm not sure which one that is, but I wanted to ask you something. The judging panel, which one is this?
Actually, this is one of the documentaries that received the fund from the festival. This is a film made by a winner of last year's edition.
Okay.
Ala Misbah, who's a very talented director. Actually, he won the award for best documentary. And that's material from the movie he made through the fund
that he was granted.
Yeah, it's a film called The Day I Stopped Painting.
Right.
It's about one of the martyrs of the Port Said Ultras massacre.
It's very interesting.
He traces his life with his family, friends, his graffiti paintings in the street. I think it's a very ambitious project, actually.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I can see.
So the judging panel, how many people are on the judging panel, and what are their backgrounds? Are they all directors, or are some actors, or how does it work?
Well, this year we have 6 jury members. The jury is headed by Dr. Magdi Ahmed Ali, the famous director. Its members are DOP Dr. Mohsen Ahmed, screenplay writer Azza Shalabi, the actors Star Bushra, and Fatah
So they're
Abdul
mixed between directors and actors.
Each year, actually, we choose different categories of filmmakers.
So they
Last
can
year we had Basma, we had Iyad Nassar, we had Sameh Salim's DOP, Mariam Abov, the director. So each year we change between different filmmaking.
Okay, and I want to talk about the process by which you choose people who are going to participate in this festival. I want to know what are the measures on which you focus in order to choose the participants.
Well, we have a selection jury. We receive the movies online. The participant uploads his film and sends it to us along with an application. The pre-selection jury, they watch the film. First of all, it has to be shot on a cell phone, of course, and we have many ways to make sure that it was really shot on a cell phone and not just using a professional camera. Well, second, you have to be limited with the time limit of the festival. We can't accept films that are above 10 minutes. And then there's also the artistic level, of course, the artistic approach to the movie.
And now we're watching a bit of a film entitled Three Candles. So could you tell us a bit more about this film? Is this also a production of someone who won?
This is a production of the festival. Actually, this is the movie also that received the fund, that the director Ahmed Fouad received the award for the best film. Actually, this was the first award of the festival last year. He received production fund through which he made this film Three Candles, which right now is going to travel soon for many international festivals. In September it's going to Beirut Film Festival. it's having a festival tour on its own now.
Wow.
I think also this is a very ambitious project.
Okay.
No, frankly, I'm proud of the 4 productions. I've seen the 4 films that the festival produced at Arbeya CPD. We've been all there for them, not only by financial funding, but with technical and artistic support from screenplay writing to shooting to editing, even to sound design until the movies were done. And I think we're very proud with the results of the films.
Okay, so Amir, when it comes to organization, I want to know, did you face any troubles organizing this event, especially that you started last year after the Egyptian revolution, and of course the last period has been witnessing a number of very critical events in the country. So you started at a very serious period here in Egypt, this event. So what are the kind of troubles that you're facing?
No, I don't think we've had any trouble at all. It was all pretty easy. I think I've been amazed by how motivated people are. Speaking of filmmakers, I thought always we were going to have an effort convincing people to work with cell phones, but actually we've received 300 films, which means people were already motivated to do it. People had done films with a cell phone before. Some of the films actually were amazing as a result. I mean, I myself watching them, sometimes I had to verify once and twice to check that they're not shot with normal cameras because they seem so professional. And I think also we've been supported a lot by people who contributed to the festival, jury members who didn't hesitate a single second before they accepted to be a part of it and work on the jury, tutors that has given workshops or shot videos with us. Everybody has been very supportive. I think, it had lots of hard work to come out with the festival, but we didn't suffer, we didn't have problems.
That's very positive.
And this is another film called Under
No,
the
this is
Cloud.
actually the promo of the festival.
Oh,
This
okay.
is, because we decided to make three comedy teasers, 3 funny teasers for the festival, just to promote the concept, and we're putting them on social media ads. And this is one.
So tell me how, how funny they are.
This is actually the concept of this spot was with an actress who's really overacting, and going into
Dramatic.
tears, and then you see the camera as we saw, and suddenly the camera rings and you discover it's a phone,
Clever.
and the director actually receives a call from his mom, and she's telling him what she's doing for lunch. So
Okay.
this was the basic, just to promote the festival with funny ideas, just to,
The idea of a mobile phone.
yeah.
So I want to ask about the age group. Do most of the people that apply, are they youth? Do you think that this restricts a bit? Because I mean, technology-wise, most youth are very up to date with their cell phones, and but maybe the older generation are not. I don't know. Maybe this is a generalization on my part. But tell me the age group that you receive films from.
Well,
I mean, what's the youngest and what's the oldest?
well, the youngest actually was a 14-year-old director. He sent us his documentary.
Director?
Yeah, well,
Well,
he made a
technically,
film.
he is a director.
Well, and actually, he also came from Damietta, a city that has no movie theater. I think no movie
He's very
activity, no
talented.
filmmaking activity. And we were all very happy with the film. I mean, it was kind of simply made. It was not very creative, but the idea that someone who's 14 decides to make his own movie in a city that doesn't have a movie production, that doesn't have a movie theater, we were so happy with it. And we didn't imagine that someone this young would apply to the festival. And I think we've reached until like 30s, people in the 30s, some presented films for the festival. So I would say 14 to like 35, 36 maybe.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so what about your plans for next year?
Well, as I said earlier, we always had the ambition for the festival to be happening not only in Egypt, but to become at least a North African festival for a start. And I really think it's going to happen next year. This year we were so close to doing it. If we were not so busy with the political scene here in Tunisia, otherwise we would have. We had already planned the awards, the system, everything, but we were blocked by the political event, the political happening. And I think next year, hopefully, we'll be going for it. The festival would exist in Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, Libya.
Indeed,
Yeah,
especially because it's virtual, so it's
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of easy to apply. What I wanted to ask you, Amir, is such a Cinemobile Film Festival, do you think that it's an alternative form of expression? I mean, mainstream media, you have to have a lot of money. funding, you have to have production facilities and capabilities, etc. So do you think this is an outlet? Does this kind of open the field instead of restricting it to a few actors and a few directors and a few producers?
I think it definitely is, because the way I look at things, smartphone or mobile phone is not just a way to shoot a film. The concept that, the very important concept that right now I might be sitting here with you, I might shoot a film with my mobile. Some mobiles have, well, basic editing facilities. I can edit the film and I can upload it online right now. I mean, like, from now you can give me like 30 to 40 minutes, I can have a film seen by thousands of people all around the world. This is a huge idea. I think it breaks financial frontiers, it breaks censorship frontiers, it breaks even dominance of distributors and producers. I mean, you're not bound by, you don't need to have a lot of money to shoot a film with your smartphone. Everybody today has a smartphone. You can use, you can even edit on it and have a film posted online within a few hours. It's amazing and it's huge.
Innovative, absolutely.
Perfect. Amir, the Egyptian director, Amir Ramsis, we thank you so much for joining us this morning in this very interesting topic. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move to a very short break and then we'll be back to continue with our second segment. So stay tuned.